Hey you guys, it's Diesel Jane. Today I'm going to be showing you what I eat in a day to maintain my weight after losing 40 pounds. I've already shown you a bunch of different what I eat in a day to lose weight videos and some weight loss meal plans too, but this is how I've eaten to maintain my weight, which I've done for a few years now without gaining back the weight. I'll show you the rough amount of calories throughout the video just to give you a quick basic idea if you want to know. I don't count all of my calories every day to maintain my weight, so I'm just going to show you my meals first, and then at the end I'll show you how I've worked around calories and how I've maintained my weight all this time. As always, I started my day by drinking 2 glasses of water, and I also did a workout this morning. And now after my workout, I'm having breakfast. This morning, I'm making my banana super seed porridge. This is one of my current favorite breakfasts, and it's so great for refueling and re-energizing my body after a workout. To start, I'm mixing half a cup of whole rolled oats and 2 cups of water in a pot. I'm placing that on the stove and bringing it to a boil on the stove and then letting it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, stirring it every now and again. While that's cooking, I'm getting the rest of the ingredients ready. I'm just peeling a banana and smashing it with a fork, and then after about 10 to 15 minutes, the oats are ready for the rest of the ingredients. I'm adding the smashed banana to the pot and just mixing that in. Next, I'm adding a little pinch of cinnamon as well as 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, and then also some different kinds of seeds for protein and for some healthy fats. 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, 1 tablespoon of sunflower seeds, 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, and then also 1 teaspoon of flax seeds. You don't have to use every single type of seed. After I have mixed all of that together, I'm just choosing some strawberries. I'm always so selective when I choose the fruit that I want. I'm going to use that as a topping. You know, what's porridge without the toppings? So I'll just wash those, give them a little quick wash, and then slice them up. I love strawberries with this porridge recipe so much. It's such a great combination. You can add some unsweetened almond milk or another milk of your choice, or even water to the porridge if it's become a little bit thick after adding all of those seeds, but it should be fine. And now I'll just serve that in a bowl, and I'm just gonna add those strawberry slices on top, and I'm having that with a cup of plain rooibos tea as well. And that is breakfast, one of my favorites at the moment, one of my absolute favorites, and it is about 450 to 500 calories in total, just in case you wanted to know. I did quite an intense workout this morning, so a few hours after breakfast, I'm feeling a little bit hungry again, so I'm gonna have a mid-morning snack. Although I don't always do this, I don't always have a mid-morning snack like every single day, but today I'm making my absolute favorite mini blueberry avocado smoothie. I know that might sound gross, but it's really good. To start, I'm adding 1 cup of frozen blueberries to a blender. I'm just using my NutriBullet with 1/3 to half an avocado. It's a smallish one, so I've just used the entire half. And then a little scoop of this powder, and then about 3/4 of a cup of water. The powder thing is so random because you guys know I don't usually add powders and stuff to my smoothies. It's not like necessary. I just add this to make it a little bit sweeter. This powder is a green powder type thing, and it has stevia and acai powder in it, so the stevia helps to sweeten the smoothie. I don't usually buy things like this, and I didn't buy this. Rob bought it and he didn't like it very much, so I ended up trying it and I ended up loving it, so I have been using it sometimes. But when I'm not using the powder, then I will either use 3/4 of a cup of coconut water instead of the plain water, which makes it sweeter as well, or I will just add 1 teaspoon of 100% pure maple syrup, or even half a banana. That also works. I sometimes do that too. So generally I will use 1 of those 4 things to make the avocado blueberry smoothie a little bit sweeter. And after blending, I will just serve that in a little glass, and I really like to eat it with an ice cream spoon. It's just so much more fun that way. You guys always ask me what kind of spoon I use. It's just an ice cream spoon. So it's, about a teaspoon size, and then it's got a really long, thin handle, and it's my absolute favorite. So yes, this little blueberry avocado smoothie is my ultimate mini smoothie snack. And the variation that I made today is roughly 200 calories. For lunch today, I'm making my take on a healthier egg salad sandwich. This is my avocado egg salad sandwich. So to start, I've got 2 slices of 100% rye bread. You can use another bread of your choice if you want. I also sometimes use whole grain gluten-free bread. Now I've boiled an egg for about 9 to 10 minutes to get it hard boiled. You can also use 2 eggs instead of 1. I sometimes use 2, but today I'm just using 1. And I'm just chopping it up a little bit, mixing it with about 1/3 of an avocado that I've already smashed up. Also some chopped spring onion and a big squeeze of fresh lemon juice. And then some sea salt and some black pepper, just mixing that up again. And now I'm spreading it out over one of the slices of bread. And now these extra toppings are optional, but I do like to add them. I've got some grated carrot, and I've probably gone a little bit crazy with adding the carrot here. Some radish slices, I've sliced these up quite thin, and a few little mixed greens. You can also use baby spinach instead. And just put the second slice on top of that and cut it in half if you want to, and there you have yourself a yummy avocado egg salad sandwich. Well, my take on a healthier egg salad sandwich anyway. I was just in the mood for a big, healthy, hearty sandwich today. And that will be roughly 400 to 500 calories depending on the brand of the bread you've used, obviously, and also how many eggs you've used. For a mid-afternoon pick-me-up today, I'm brewing a cup of black coffee using a filter paper and about a tablespoon of ground coffee beans, and I'm just pouring some hot water through and then letting the coffee filter through. And then I'm just adding some unsweetened almond milk. This is currently my favorite way to drink coffee. Really simple, it's a bit healthier, and it's delicious. I also always drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water throughout the day, and then other teas like plain green tea or plain rooibos tea too. I usually do an afternoon snack, to keep me going until dinner time. Here I have 2 brown rice and corn crackers. The bag says they're made from brown rice and popcorn, which is, I guess, just plain puffed corn. Onto those, I'm spreading out 1 tablespoon of crunchy and sweetened peanut butter. Do you like smooth or crunchy peanut butter? Let me know in the comments. For me, it really depends on my mood. I like both, but I'd say most of the time I probably have smooth peanut butter. And also a little pinch of cinnamon and some raw cacao nibs, which is crushed cocoa beans. So, chocolate in its purest form. And I'm just getting real fancy over here, and I'm topping all of that with a few fresh blueberries. Fresh strawberry or fresh banana slices are also really amazing instead of the blueberries, or you can just leave out the fruit and it's still really good just like that. This little snack is definitely my newest food obsession, and it will be roughly 200 calories in total. For dinner tonight, I'm making one of my classic favorite dinner recipes, my healthy 1-pot chicken, potato, and mushroom stew. And this recipe serves 4. To start, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of cooking oil to a big pot. I have used macadamia nut oil with about 400 grams of skinless chicken breast meat that I have roughly sliced up, and some black pepper and sea salt. I'm going to first pan fry the chicken for a little bit on the stove over a medium heat, just to, start pre-cooking the chicken and also to get some extra flavor in the dish. You can just toss that around on the stove, and while it's cooking, I've peeled and I've chopped 4 medium-sized potatoes into biggish pieces, and I've also chopped up about 250 grams of mushrooms. And after pan frying the chicken for a bit, you can see that there's like a little bit of brown on the chicken and also at the bottom of the pot. Note that it's not burned or anything like that. It's just a little bit brown, and this will add great flavor. To that, I'm adding the chopped mushrooms and potatoes with about 2 cups of water, and you can add more water later if you need to, but that usually works for me. 2 tablespoons of white balsamic vinegar, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a big squeeze of fresh lemon, and also some fresh rosemary. I've just got a few sprigs here of that, so I'm just using that, but you can also use dried rosemary, or even some simple Italian herb mix will work great too. So 2 teaspoons or so, and you can just add that back onto the stove and keep cooking it over a medium heat for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until the potatoes are fully cooked through and have become soft. So that's how you'll know that the dish is ready, when the potatoes have become soft. And you can just stir it every now and again. And while it's on the stove, I've got some fresh asparagus here and also some green beans. I've just washed them and I've just cut off the little ends of those. And I'm adding that to a frying pan with 1 teaspoon of cooking oil, a little bit of onion powder, some black pepper and sea salt. And I'm just going to toss that around on the stove over a medium heat for a few minutes as well. And once the potatoes in the stew are ready, you'll know that everything else is ready too. So now you can still see it's a little bit watery. So what I like to do to make the sauce a little bit more thick and creamy is to add 1 tablespoon of nut butter. I've used unsweetened cashew nut butter. You can also use almond or hazelnut butter. That would work perfectly too. I also sometimes use almond. And then also 1 teaspoon of arrowroot powder. This works pretty much the same as how you would use cornstarch to thicken a sauce. Mix that all together and leave it for about a minute or 2 in the pot with the lid on, and you'll see it really starts to thicken up and get creamier. And now the vegetables are ready, super bright and fresh, but also, ever so slightly browned. And after a minute or 2, the stew is ready to serve. It's become thicker and creamier. It's just perfect. I've also cooked a pot of brown basmati rice, and I've got about half a cup served out for myself. I'm adding that to my plate with some of the vegetables, about half of the vegetables, and then about a quarter of the stew, because the stew recipe makes 4 servings. And I'm just adding a little bit of fresh rosemary on top too to make it look pretty. And that is my dinner, which I'm pretty excited about. There's nothing like having your favorite meal to look forward to after a long day of work. It's the best. And what I had on my plate, the rice, the serving of stew, and the vegetables will be about roughly 400 to 500 calories. And it's super hearty and filling and cozy and healthy, and I just love it. So every day is different. Some days I don't eat as much, and some days I eat more. I don't restrict myself while I maintain my current weight. I eat more when I'm hungry and if I've been very active, and sometimes I eat less when I'm not feeling as hungry or I haven't been as active. And I find that being more active and working out makes me hungrier, obviously. So I naturally want to eat more on days when I work out and I exercise. I'm not saying that how I'm eating here is the only way to eat. We're all different. I always say this, but I'll say it again. I'm 5'2", which is quite small. And so if you're taller or, people that are more active, they may need to eat more than me to maintain their weight. And I'll also say this, I'm pretty sure that I will get comments on this video that say something like, that's so much food, I would gain weight if I ate that much. And I'll probably get other comments that say something like this is a starvation diet. I need to eat more than this to lose weight. I'm pretty sure I'll get those comments or something like that, because on pretty much every other what I eat in a day video, I get those kind of comments, and some people feel that I eat too much and other people feel that I eat too little, and then there are some people as well who feel that I eat a good amount. personally for me, this is actually a lot of healthy food that I'm eating now, and it's working great for me. I'm not hungry at all. I feel great with good energy, but everyone has different opinions because we're all different. We all feel differently about food and we have different food preferences. Some people are tall, some people are small. That's okay. We're all different. The amount of food that each individual person needs to eat will be different. I've never once said in any way that it's my way or the highway. In fact, I've always said the complete opposite, that everyone's different and everybody needs a different amount of food. Right now, I'm generally eating about 1,800 calories a day to maintain my weight, or somewhere around there, often more at like 1,900 calories. There are days that I go way over 2,000 calories and I really couldn't care. And then there are days when I eat less, like 1,600 to 1,700 calories, because maybe I'm not as hungry, maybe I've been less active. No day is the same, but I think I just listen to my body. So all these kinds of different eating days, they all kind of balance out in the end, and I'm able to maintain my weight. So when I had reached my goal weight, I slowly started to add more calories to my diet by slowly adding more of each food group to my diet, and by adding more calories to each meal, and also adding more snacks throughout the day. Some days I snack more and some days I snack less, but I did start slow. I think that I added about 200 calories more to my diet at a time. So I'd add 200 calories more for a month, and then the next month I'd add another 200 calories, and so on. And I kept going and increasing my calories, to get to a place where I would maintain my weight and when I was happy with the amount of calories that I was eating. Obviously I don't obsessively count my calories. I'm actually quite chilled about it. And I just focus on the health of my body and eating good whole foods with all of the food groups to maintain my health and my current weight. I always eat good whole carbs, good protein and healthy fats every single day. So that is roughly what I eat in a day to maintain my weight after losing 40 pounds. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video and I hope that you found it helpful. I'm also going to put all of the recipes that I showed you today over on my blog for you. I will put a link to that below in the description box for you. I'll put some links to my other What I Eat in a Day videos and also a link to my weight loss meal plan for you, just in case you wanted to take a look at that and check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you again soon.